You're right. Rich, you good?
Yeah.
Okay.
So get a camera here.
Can I get Roger and Don in next to?
Face off.
Yeah, Roger and Don. Hang on.
We're having a face-off? I have to stand on a chair.
Okay.
Tighter? Good. Good.
It's gonna be a good fight. Tell me when the last time you saw a good heavyweight fight.
To New York City. We are here to announce another fabulous fight on NBC in the afternoon. We are going to be there on Saturday, November 14th. Show starts at 2:30 p.m. We have another tremendous heavyweight fight in our main event. We also have a fabulous lightweight fight as our co-feature. I think these are two pick-em fights. We love to put... Something wrong?
It's not working.
Did I say 14th? Oh my God, 16th. Thank you. Thank you for correcting me. November 16th. It's been a long week. We are going to be traveling up to the Turning Stone Resort and Casino for the first time. This journey started about almost 2 years ago now, or NBC brought us to the NBC Sports Network and back onto the NBC network. Heavyweight fights have been the backbone of this series, and we have presented quite a few really good ones. And this one is no exception. Both Tomasz and Czar have been featured on NBC in the afternoon and also on the Sports Network in the evening, and so our fans have come to know them. In our goal to put on the most competitive, exciting fights we possibly can, we find ourselves sometimes having to make a fight between two friends who we care for very much, and so it is a sport, and that happens sometimes. So this is going to be one of those shows where I just close my eyes. I know they're both coming to fight. They're both professionals. They're both very talented and accomplished, and this is what boxing's supposed to be about, and certainly what heavyweight boxing's supposed to be about. We're bringing it back little by little, and I have no doubt that in the next 2 or 3 years, the heavyweight division will become the glamour division that it once was. I think I'll just start with Agus, who's a man of few words. As I said, he is a great manager, up and coming, manages Vasily Lomachenko, a lot of tremendous fighters, and as I said, when Agus calls up and says he's got a fighter, we listen. Agus?
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for having me here. New York City is a great place, especially for the boxing. It's known as a great city of boxing, and I'm very pleased to bring some fighters to the city, especially to with promoting Cafe Duva. Tell you the truth, nobody wanted, not from our team, not from Tomasz team, this fight, because we've been as a family. We've been helping each other to prepare for the fights. We've been partying after the fights together. But unfortunately, there is no heavyweight good fighters to take this, to take my fighter, to take Adamek to the card. So it became, we had to fight each other. Again, nobody wanted. I can tell only one thing. Nobody knows until the end of the fight who's going to be a winner. Both are very talented, both are very aggressive, and both fighters have to put something into the wrist. Tomasz Adamek, known as a very good aggressive fighter, he's a veteran. Glazkov, known as an upcoming good fighter, also aggressive. It would be a big battle, and only the best man wins. Good luck for both of them. Thank you.
now I think we're just going to go back and forth. I'm going to introduce Tomasz Adamek's trainer. Not a man of few words, but always interesting ones. Roger Bloodworth.
Mike is not good.
I have to agree with Agus. It's not a fight that anybody particularly wanted, but sometimes in this business, you're presented with a situation where you have to do what you have to do. And there's this fight for the #2 position in the IBF. It doesn't come along every day, so we couldn't say no. I agree, both fighters are fighters. They're going to come to fight. They're both aggressive. We've had a great camp. We're in good shape. And I know he'll be in good shape because I've seen him work before. So all I can say is everybody out there tune in for this fight because it's going to be a treat. And good luck to both. Hope nobody gets hurt.
Czar is trained by two gentlemen. His physical trainer, Edward Menchikov from Ukraine, and a man I think everybody here knows, a legend in boxing, someone who is also not a man of few words, but whose words always inspire us. He's one of a kind, and I am proud to be able to introduce my friend Don Turner. Into the microphone.
I don't have much to say. I got a cold, my voice and stuff. But I hope we have a good fight. You know, these guys are friends. And that's tough to get a good fight out of friends. But I think this one is going to be a good fight.
Okay, and now to the men of the hour, so to speak. When we met Tsar Glazkov, Vyacheslav Glazkov, again, Agus brought us a fighter and said, this guy can fight. He's never let us down. He's not only a terrific fighter, but he is a fine young man and a pleasure to know. Again, I really don't think I can watch this, but he's a great athlete. He's here to make a statement, and he's going to get his opportunity on the 16th of November. And again, on the biggest platform you can possibly have. One thing I want to make everyone mindful of when we do these fights in the afternoon on NBC, they get an audience that is far bigger than any audience that Showtime or HBO gets, you know, at any given time. The only thing that will really draw more people would be a major pay-per-view fight. So this is a big opportunity for everybody, and I know Czar is going to step up. He's going to tell you about it. Czar Glazkov.
Извиняюсь, я буду говорить на русском.
I'm sorry, I'm going to be speaking in Russian.
Ну, это будет хороший поединок, битва двух воинов, и зрителей ждет настоящее захватывающее зрелище.
I think it's going to be a very good fight. I think it's going to be two warriors in the ring, and the audience going to see a good fight.
Со своей стороны могу сказать, что я отлично готов к этому бою. После своего последнего боя я постоянно тренировался, съездил в тренировочный лагерь к Владимиру Кличко и получил дополнительную уверенность, постояв с ним в спаррингах.
I can tell only one thing. I am really prepared for the fight. After my last fight, I went to Austria, where I spent and was sparring with Vladimir Klitschko.
И 16 ноября вы увидите настоящий бой.
On November 16th, you're going to see a real fight.
Спасибо всем. Thank you.
He's shy. He speaks, but he's shy.
Yeah, I know. He speaks very
I hope he's not going to be shy on November 16th.
I think he's only shy when he speaks. This man to my left has been sitting here for the last 5 years, and it's been my pleasure and my privilege to be able to introduce him to you again. There's really nothing more that can be said about Tomasz except that he is a true professional. He's been a legitimate top 10 heavyweight since the day he entered the heavyweight ranks, probably top 5 heavyweight to be fair. He just somehow finds a way to win, and that is what I think has always made him special and made him stand out. He is there 1,000%. He's always prepared, always ready, always gives everything, and always entertains the crowd. And I'm quite sure he'll do the same in 2 weeks. So the former light heavyweight champion of the world, the former cruiserweight champion of the world, Tomasz Adamek.
Hello everyone. After last fight I took a short break and I come back quick to the gym because I'm feeling rather sad too. I'm better when I'm training all the time and while we do. The camp going well. We have a good sparring partners, good performance, you know. I'm healthy, this is the most important. And I'm ready for top fights. I'm sure we'll do good fights for fans, for everybody. And see you November 16. Thank you.
It was very good sparring.
It was good sparring. Was it
Excellent.
was it aggressive sparring? Did they go at it?
Well, with these two guys,
Who won? Who got the better one?
well,
I'm going to ask it.
we didn't have a judge.
That's a good one.
That's a good answer.
Who are you sparring? They were just the sparring partners. They didn't try to win. They just tried to.
I know. But always somebody gets
They just tried to help each other. But one thing good came out after the sparring. Both won their bouts.
Question to Glazkov. Your training camp, you say you was in Austria with the Klitschkos. Now you're back home here. How's the training camp here in the United States?
Был у тебя спарринг с Кличками? Как у тебя сейчас происходит тренинг?
После спаррингов немного дал передышку и здесь по плану провожу свои очередные спарринги.
I just took a short break after I came back from Austria and flew here to the United States, and I'm having here a good sparring sessions and a good camp.
Who are you getting ready? Who are you sparring with over here in the States to get ready for this fight?
Кого ты спаррингуешь здесь?
Разные спарринг-партнеры. Кевин Джонсон, ребята с России помогают.
I have another Russian sparring partner again, and also Kevin Johnson.
Same question to Tomasz Adamek. After your fight, how long did you take a break before you got back into training camp?
I think we was 1 month. That was break and we come back.
And who have you been sparring with to get ready for this fight?
Monte Barrett and Kaufman.
Travis?
Yes.
Very good.
Question for Glazkov. A lot of Russians coming up now, Provodnikov, Triple G yourself. Do you feel like it's a Russian invasion? Russians, doing a lot of boxing right now.
Русские приходят в бокс, и как ты себя чувствуешь сейчас после этого?
Да, сейчас...
Чувствуешь, как российские, один из российских хороших бойцов?
Да, сейчас настает эра выходцев из бойцов из Советского Союза, бывшего Советского Союза, и они потихонечку завоевывают мировые титулы.
Yeah, right now there's a lot of fighters coming, good fighters coming from Russia, and I think this is our era for as far as the boxing. And I can add one thing. After the fight Provodnikov, Larry Merchant came up with a good line. He says, if it's a V in the last name, it means he's a killer and he's from Russia. And Provodnikov had the 2 V's.
Конечно же, приятно относиться к бойцам из бывшего Советского Союза.
And I also like to deal with the fighters from the Soviet Union.
Question to Kathy Duva. Kathy, as the manager said, it was hard to find opponents for Glazkov and pretty much for Tomasz. But who were the opponents that you guys were looking for to have? Because as we know, Tomasz is in the top 4. And Glazkov, I mean, he's a young fighter. He's still coming up. What is his record right now? Is it 17 or 15 and what is it? What is your record? 17? 17 and 0, right? 16 and 0. So, I mean, it's a young fighter coming up. It's a major risk for Tomasz Adamek to go into the ring with someone like this, where he could be fighting maybe someone like Chris Arreola, or Brian Jennings, Dante Wilder, someone stepping up.
If you could get one of them to take a fight, then we would do that.
So
Those are 3 people who said no.
For real?
You can just start naming names, and then you're going to.
And they all said no.
And we didn't set out to, oh, let's have two guys that we work with fight each other. That's never what you want. But frankly, we have to put on a competitive fight, and we have to give NBC what we've promised them from the start, which was good competitive fights that people can't guess ahead of time who's going to win. And they're just, we can't sink to some level of mediocrity just because we want to give guys wins. That's not really what this is about. The fact is, when two fighters step up like this and they both have this come forward style, and there's, I can't, this is one of those fights you can't imagine it not being great. Everybody has a career going forward.
I'm just trying to wonder, is this like a network problem where all those other fighters are there under, you know, HBO or Showtime, and they're not allowed to be fighting on NBC Sports, or is that the problem, or?
No, they don't want to take the fight.
They just don't want to take the fight. Wow.
They don't want to lose.
Wow.
Because both of these guys will beat all of those people you just mentioned. So, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Beautiful.